I don't see why this is even a discussion. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about this video that's been floating around the internet featuring speakers coming forward and expressing their grievance about Florida's 2023 Senate Bill 254, which references treatments for sex reassignment. And to be specific, under the new bill, if it became law, minors would be banned from getting sex changes or medication that would enable a quote unquote sex change. Now, people are calling Ron DeSantis a fascist, a racist, a homophobe, a transphobe, all types of things. But I don't think that minors should be able to get stuff like this, because can you get a tattoo under the age of 18? Can you join the military? Can you drive a car under the age of 16? There are some things you cannot do as a minor, and for good reason. And before I get into it, let's roll the clip. Of course, this clip will be in the description box if you want to see it for yourself without my commentary. Also, if you're on IG, visit the link in the bio and go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Hi, I was once a trans youth, and now I'm a happy 22-year-old trans adult student at New College of Florida. This is my health care.
Ma'am, okay.
So is that like hormones? Are we just shooting up right here in the middle of the actual Senate hall, the Senate chamber? Like, what are we doing?
Don't tread on it.
Senator Yarborough has militarized the Florida GOP into the genital Gestapo. Ron DeSantis wants trans people dead. You are committing genocide.
I grew up in Germany in the aftermath of Nazis, and what you people are doing is...
You grew up in Germany in the aftermath of the Nazis. I don't hear a German accent. You don't appear to be 100 years old, so I'm not really sure. Were you born in the 1930s, 1940s? I doubt it.
no different. This is transphobic, it is cruel, and you really should be ashamed.
What you are doing by signing this bill is an act of war. The way it is, as it is now, my people will die. And that blood...
Your people. So, you know, and when I hear stuff like that, you got to be aware of what they're doing. You know, they try to manipulate language, make it fit what they want. They're trying to become a minority and then piggyback off of the civil rights and the whole black and white. They're trying to piggyback off of that and make themselves be a minority. So being a regular white guy isn't enough. You got to become a minority to get treated differently or to be treated how you would like.
If you support this bill, will be on your hands.
I'm 12 years old, I'm non-binary. If you pass this bill, many of us will die. I deserve to live as long as all of you.
So this little girl, I'm not sure if you heard it, but she said she's 12 years old and she's non-binary. And with the way things are nowadays, that could be a boy, but I doubt it. It appears to be a little girl, and she says she's non-binary. How does a 12-year-old girl even really understand that? Where is this information coming from?
We are humans too.
When I was 2, I wanted to kill myself. By the time I was 15, I attempted to slice my own breasts off. I went to the ER because I was bleeding out.
So we're talking about somebody that's attempting to delete themselves. Doesn't that point to a mental issue? Rather than enabling the mental issue by giving out pills and doing quote unquote gender reassignment, sex reassignment, maybe they should get some therapy. You know, maybe they should get some mental help, because changing your gender or attempting to change it is not going to heal your brain. It's not going to heal your mind. It's not going to give you the peace you think that it will, because I'm seeing this person's eyes right now. They don't appear to be wrapped all the way too tight.
I'd also like to implore you all to remember that less than a week ago, gun law restrictions were loosened. And anyone who thinks it's a good idea to come and take my child, I dare you.
So I guess under the new Senate bill, if you're a parent that is administering a sex change or pills or whatever to your kids, they can come take your kids from you because it's called child endangerment. So she's saying, well, look, you ain't taking my kid. My kid's 5 years old. I'm exaggerating. My kid's 5 years old and they're they, them, and I'm enabling it, but you can't do anything about it. That'd be the equivalent, in my opinion, of abusing the child and saying the government can't do anything about it. All right. As I've said many times before, if you want to be an adult and do things like this, knock yourself out, but leave the kids out of it. You shouldn't be allowed to give a child such life-altering thing before they can even understand what's going on. Let them be adults and they figure it out. But as children, leave them alone.
Every time that I look at you guys in this committee, I realize more and more that you guys want to commit trans genocide and that our blood is on your hands.
I am the parent of a transgender child who is almost 8 years old, and we are at the beginning of our journey. And what you're doing is taking away life-saving.
Here's a question. Is this person, like, what is this person right here? Is this person a lesbian or transgender? Like, what's going on? Is there a father anywhere in the picture? I doubt it.
Potential opportunity for me and my family.
Every 45 seconds, a trans person makes an attempt on their life, meaning that one happened every 2 speakers that you saw this very moment.
So if that's correct, and I'm not doubting that's, I'm not doubting the validity of that statistic. If that's correct, doesn't that point more toward a mental health problem that should be treated appropriately rather than just saying, okay, let's hand out gender reassignments to 8-year-olds? You see what I'm saying? Like they're kind of exposing the problem without even realizing it.
10 years ago, that was me, and 1 year ago, that was one of my siblings. And tomorrow, it will be the children of people in this room. Your vote on this bill determines if that 45 seconds becomes 30.
Okie dokie. So that's it right there. That is a snippet, I suppose, of the hearing where they had speakers come out publicly and express their grievance toward the new Senate bill out there in Florida. I think the bill, just to give my opinion again, I think the bill is correct to ban children from this practice. As I said, you can't get a tattoo under the age of 18. You can't smoke cigarettes, drink beer, drive a car, join the military. You can't do a lot of things under the age of 18. You can't get a house, an apartment on your own for the most part. Like, you can't do certain things as a minor. And this is appropriate because children require care from their parents. They can't just go out here in the world and make it. That's not really how it is. So I don't think that children should be able to get gender reassignment. They're talking about mental health. I don't think that having a double mastectomy at the age of 13, just because you feel like that's what you should do, is going to help mental health. If anything, when you get to be older and you realize that you want a family and you want to be a regular, normal person, but you can't because of what happened to you at a young age, like, you're going to have more mental problems. I'm seeing all types of stuff, all types of just really gruesome scars across the chest, forearms and whatnot cut up because they're trying to create fake body parts down low. It's a mess. It really is a mess. This should not be happening to children. I feel like a lot of this stuff, as I close, a lot of this stuff is, you have lobbyists that are behind this because they understand that there's a big industry and there's opportunity to make money off of these kind of procedures, off of the drugs and the surgeries, all that kind of stuff. It's a big money maker. It's not really about mental health, because if it was, then we wouldn't do things to children that may cause them severe mental health when they get to be older and they realize the error of their ways. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what you just saw? The speakers coming forward and expressing their grievance about the new Senate bill in Florida, which prevents minors, again, not adults. If you want to be an adult and do this, knock yourself out. But minors from getting sex reassignment procedures, surgeries, medication, or whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is the appropriate thing to do. Children should not be getting things like this. Wait till you get to be 18 years old, out there on your own, making your own money, living your own life. Then do what you want to do. As long as you don't violate my rights, I'm not really going to get in the way. I don't like it. That's not my lifestyle. I'm not going to participate in it, but that's your life. You live it. But I think we have a duty as adults, as parents in this country, to protect children. Simple. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.